welcome to The Context USA with me, Caitriona Perry in Washington.
And me, Rajini Vaidyanathan in London. Tonight we're focusing on the Israeli Prime Minister's visit to Washington.
Wartime Prime Minister, had an unbelievable outcome, and I think he's been treated very unfairly, but he's coming over later. We're going to be talking about, I would say, almost exclusively Gaza. We got to get that solved.
Well, we're certainly working on it. I can't speak in advance. You need several parties to tangle. It's not even two here.
Will there be negotiations for a Palestinian state during the ceasefire, as part of the ceasefire?
Joining us tonight on our panel are Susan Page, the Washington Bureau Chief of the USA Today newspaper, and Pete Seat, former White House spokesman in the George Bush administration.
Hello and welcome to the programme. And tonight we're following events here in Washington DC as the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu continues his US visit, which today included a meeting with Vice President J.D. Vance and several lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
Well, that meeting included a sit-down with the Speaker of the US House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, in which the pair discussed America's commitment to Israel's security as well as a ceasefire agreement in Gaza.
Around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News. You're watching BBC News. Well, we heard from President Trump a little later speaking about the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. He'll be calling back around later on, he said, or words to that effect. Of course, both men shared a dinner at the White House last night. OK, well, we'll wait to see what happens there. That is it for the moment for The Context US. Susan Page and Pete Seat, thanks to you both for being with us. Now, we are keeping an eye on the White House with the imminent arrival of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu there. Stay with us here on BBC News. I'll be back in just a moment and we'll have full coverage of that second meeting and we'll have live news from it and plenty of analysis and reaction afterwards. Thank you for watching. Stay here on BBC News.
Hello from the BBC Sports Centre, I'm Hugh Ferris. Chelsea are about to become the first team through to the final of the new expanded Club World Cup, and they'll do it thanks to a player they only signed. Sweden have completed that win over Poland. They're through to the quarter-finals, as are Germany of Euro 2025, and Chelsea will do the same in the semi-finals of the Club World Cup. Head to the website for more, but that's it. Bye-bye.
Hello, thanks for joining me.